All right, you guys. So we're gonna do the midpoint formula. Make sure you have two different highlighters. Go ahead and skip the first two lines. Write down m equals, and we're gonna make a big parenthesis about two lines. So we have x1 plus x2 is divided by 2, and then comma. We're gonna have y1 plus y2 divided by 2, and then a parenthesis. So when you have x1 and y1, this is from points. So right here on the side, write down that you have your point format. So every time I see a point, it's always going to be an x, comma, y. All right. Now for the x numbers, this part of the formula, go ahead and grab a highlighter, and I want you to go ahead and circle. Actually, just highlight the whole top, just the numerator. Then over here, go to the y side and use the other color. So we have orange. Doesn't matter what color, as long as they're two different colors. X's are yellows. These are going to be, the Y's are going to be orange. And then this little side note, go ahead and just put this inside of the highlighter. Go and make a box. Now this is going to help us with our examples. So in our examples, we're going to have, let's go ahead and skip a line. We're gonna have 2 points. Right, we're gonna have something like 2, comma 4, and then we're gonna have another one, 8, comma 24. So the x numbers, the first ones, we're gonna go ahead and do it yellow, because remember the point is x, y. So this, the 2, that's gonna be x. This is also gonna be x. Okay. Actually, you know what? Highlight the bottom part as well. Highlight the bottom, the next line. Now, the reason we highlighted the bottom is because this is our first point, so this is x1. This is our second point, this is x2. So this number goes here, and this number goes here in our formula. All right. And now let's get our orange, the y. So we're going to highlight these numbers right here, the second ones. And this is going to be y1. This is going to be y2. Okay. Now the reason is because this is my first point. My first point is going to get the 1s, and then my second point is going to get the 2s. So now we're going to go ahead and do a setup. So write down setup on the next line, where the x1 goes here, x2, and then the y1 goes here, and the y2. So we're not doing any math. All we're going to do is just write down the formula. So make your big parentheses. x1 is the number 2 plus 8 divided by 4, comma. Then right here I have y1 is 4 plus 24 divided by 2. Oh, why did I put a 4 here? I'm sorry, guys. This is supposed to be a 2. I have no idea why I put a 2 there. It's supposed to be, or why I put a 4. It's supposed to be a 2. That's my fault. So now we're going to put these in the calculator to see what our answer is going to be. Okay, my answer is going to be a point. So 2 plus 8, let me go to the calculator. 2 plus 8 is 10, and then divided by 2 equals. So my first number, this one, is going to be 5. Okay. And then the next one, I'm going to have 20, I'm going to have 4 plus 24, enter. It's going to be 28, and then divided by 2, 14. All right, and that is going to be my midpoint. That's it. All right, for our example number 2, we'll put some negative numbers. So negative 17, comma, negative 4. Then we're going to have 0, comma, negative 2. And we can still label this, or we can still use the colors. All right, you guys, now I have 2 different sheets of paper. All right, on the original paper, I accidentally made a stain, so I just started over. And that's why I have this little folder here. So this is still going to be the X numbers. Let me use my highlighter. So I still like to go ahead and label the X numbers with the yellow, the Y numbers with the orange. Okay. Now we can still always label it as x1, y1, x2, y2 for the formula. Okay. So let's go ahead and skip a line. All right, now we're gonna do our setup. And we're gonna do ahead, x1 is negative 17 plus x2 is just the number 0 divided by 2. Next, y1 is negative 4 plus, and then we have y2 is negative 2, all that divided by 2. Now on the calculators, it's kind of weird to type these in the calculator, so I'm going to show you on these. So now the positive negative button is right here. On these smaller calculators, you see a little plus minus, that's the positive negative. Over here on this calculator, this is the positive negative, okay? So if I type in 17 plus 0, negative 17 plus 0, you have to put the 17 first, 17, and then you have to push that positive negative number. All right, so I have negative 17, and this one says minus 17. Push the plus button, and then it's going to be plus 0, enter. So your answer is negative 17, right? Well, that makes sense. Last thing is divide by 2, so divide the 2, enter. So this is going to be minus 8.5 or negative 8.5. Be careful with the calculators. So negative 8.5. And then negative 4 plus negative 2. So the way you do that, all right, reset, push the little reset buttons. So remember, you push the 4 first, and then you make it negative. So negative 4 plus, and push the 2, and then make it negative, enter. So you get negative 6 divided by 2, divided by 2. So my answer is minus 3, or negative 3. And there you go. So once you're done with this, all right, show me the, I have to see this journal, and I'm gonna give you the work, and the work is gonna go on the back, okay? After that, we'll do page 6. Y'all are doing page 5 and page 6 today. So this is the midpoint.